Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Uh, and in this video, we're going to talk about one of my mistakes, which actually costed me approximately 1 lakhs in losses. And I do not want you guys to make that same mistake. So I'm gonna save you some money because when we are able to learn something from others' mistake, it can really save us. So I do hope you get the learnings from my losses because it really helped me shape my trading strategies. Let me quickly show you, first of all, that let's say last 30 days. All right, so as you can see, on this date, right, I made a loss of 1 lakh 7,000 on just one day, right? Whereas I was making profits in very smaller amount as compared to that, sometimes 6,000, sometimes 10,000, sometimes 5,000 in this range. And then I suddenly lost of over a lakh. And the major component of this was one trade, which was I actually sold 290 call option for the stock Eternal, right? I sold it at point 0.6, but later what I found was that there were quarterly results coming up for this company, and I had I did not have a risk covered position for this. I only had a naked option selling position. And on the next day, when I saw that stock, it kind of shot up to 14. So I actually bought at 14 and sold at 0.65. And I had, I think, like 3 or 4 lots for this one, and resulting it into a massive loss for me. So what was my learning from this mistake? Particularly it was that when I took a position in Eternal, first of all, I did not really assess the market conditions, in which I did not really study the sector it belonged to, and how that sector is performing. Secondly, major learning was that did not consider upcoming major event, right? When I took this position, I was not aware that within that expiry, the quarterly results of Eternal company were going to come up. The third mistake was that even when I got to know about the position, I did not took a risk cover for my position. I assumed that my position was like quite far away, and it might not reach that point despite the results, right? And when the results came out, the results were uh, pretty bad in terms of net profit that the company made, but I think they were good on the total revenue it made. I obviously did not understand the complete business model, so I assumed that the prices might fall even further when the market opens the next day, but it did not happen. Instead, it shot up really high, and before I could exit my position, I already lost this much. So let's see uh, what happened exactly. Let's add the Eternal, which is the company for Zomato. Let's see the stock price. Okay. So here, as you can see, there was a big gap up opening on this day. I had my positions somewhere around here, uh, or maybe here. I do not remember the exact date, or maybe I can get it from here. Do I get it? No, no. Okay, never mind. Yeah, so I had my position maybe somewhere here. Okay, I saw that it gave me some profit initially when it went down from here to here. Uh, right, and then it kind of the price got shot up this much on one day. I probably should have exited my position right here itself, because that would have breached a lot of, like, already given me some losses, and as a symbol of cutting out on losses quicker, I should have exited my position, but I did not. I got, God knows why, I was really hopeful that the prices might fall. The next day I had a position for 290 call. So yeah, I think I really messed up here. Uh, so yeah, I think this was one of my mistakes. So when it shot up, I did not have a backup or a risk cover, and the option prices also rose a lot. And then before I could exit, I already was suffering a lot of losses then. So always make sure that you are not having any major events, especially when you are doing option selling, because the volatility shoots up. And when I took a position, there was still some days left for the quarterly results, so the volatility was still rising, and whatever option I sold, it did not give me the profit as I was expecting. Right. So, for example, let's see some examples here. Let's say I want to trade in Divis Lab. I checked the pharma sector. I checked the strategy for Divis Lab. Right. All right. I can see from here that maybe it was in a rising trend, but then it started falling down. It breaks this level. So we can assume that it's now going into a downtrend. Right. But we also see there is an upcoming event coming up. So if we see uh, there are quarterly results coming up on this day actually. So it's possible that they are out, and tomorrow we might see a even bigger movement. We already saw 4% movement, so probably the news went out during the market conditions, which I did not follow up obviously because I was not following the stock at the moment. But yeah, because of this event, there was a huge movement in the stock price, and we could not have guessed in which direction it would have went. So it's better not to trade a stock which specifically has a major event coming up. So we should avoid those stocks, right? If you see, there's an event in Naukri as well. A few days back, I took a position in Naukri. Again, I did not realize that the quarterly results were coming up. But as soon as I did, because of the loss that occurred, I realized that I would not wait for my stock to reach that level, and I exited my position. Although if we see, like I had a position of selling a call option, maybe somewhere here, and despite that, you see that there were 2 days in which the prices dropped a little. I would have made some further profits on this stock. For example, I sold 1540 call option, right? When I exited my position, it was trading at 5.3, right? So it went from 5.3 to almost 3, which have given me a further profit, but that's okay. It's okay to leave some profit, but it's not okay to incur losses, right? So this was one of my major learnings that I saw with this trade, and my next efforts are going mostly towards recovering that loss that I've made. And if you can see that in the last month or so, of that almost 1 lakh 8,000, because now why is this 1 lakh 8,000? I also exited one more position, probably this one, which was giving me a 12,000 loss. But I exited that condition because I was not in the right mood that day. So I just exited all the my position that were giving me big losses. So I kind of exited both of these, and then it combined gave me a loss of this much. But thankfully, I was able to recover some amount of it. As you can see, in the last month, I've made a loss of 34,000, but I'm still recovering, and hopefully, I would be able to recover this loss in the month of August. That's my hope. But let's see. Uh, but yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you all, and I hope you were able to learn something from my mistakes and how not to repeat this one specifically. And all the best for your options trading. Thank you so much. Take care and have a nice day.